Well, on the one is that you got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, 2, 3, 4. It's the rhythm of life. It's like it's simple, and if you bring it back to the one, everybody can get to it because everybody got that bang, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So everything is on the one. We brought it all back. You can play anything you want in between those ones, but always bang, bring it back so the people can be right with you. Bang. So that's what everything is on the one was all about. And I got it from James Brown. And James Brown used to tell me, like, play it on the one. Because I was playing a lot of crazy stuff, when I was with James. He's like, no, settle down, kids. Settle down, son, No, just play it on the one. Just stay with the one. You're a bass player. Play the one, So that's where I got it from, So I kind of figured it out at one, okay. And he, I said, oh, okay. He's like, right here now. And, and I said, oh, okay. So when I got with George and Bernie now, I told George that, we got to lay it on the one, man. And every groove we did, it was like, bang. As long as we put that one on there, and we put the emphasis on the one, even more so than James, because once, everybody locked in on the one, it was like, wow, this is a powerful thing. And Georgia took it and just ran with it, and made a thing out of it, So that's where the one came from. I never really thought about it because I just did what the heck I tried to get Mama's blessings, and most of the times I usually did get her blessings, even with, when it came down to Mom, James Brown has offered me a gig. I need to, go ahead and do this so, we can, get up out of this ghetto thing so we can get off of welfare, da-da-da-da-dee, and she gave me her blessings to do it if I took my brother with me, Catfish. Those were the terms, So I told James, you got to take my brother if I go. So, and those kind of decisions are, they are hateful, It's like, wow, you get these big opportunities and you can't do it unless this happens. When I first got with P-Funk, by me coming from the James Brown camp, it was like I thought that, the James Brown funk was like, that was the rawest form of funk you could ever, get. And you couldn't water that down. You couldn't mix nothing else with that. I wasn't open to anything like real melodic or, anything messing with those rhythms, And it's like, because we knew this raw tribal groove. We know this rhythm, And, like, we would have like 2 cars and everybody crammed in these 2 cars. This is when I first got with Funkadelic, and we would have the group would be in there, the cars, the chicks, the crew. I mean, everybody would be just piled in these cars, and we'd go from one gig to the other, and it was like the biggest fun, the biggest party you could ever have, because we was doing everything. Everything your mom and dad told you not to do, that's what we were doing. And it was just so much fun, We had no responsibility, The only responsibility we had was to report to the stage when stage time, And that was so much of a, that's what we came here to do. I mean, everybody was so into that, we didn't even have to, want to be there. We had to be there because we want, that's what we were there to do, And, but getting to the gigs was sometimes pretty deep, Those are like early days. Then we got up to the P-Funk days. We got this one bus. It was like about a 45, maybe a 45-seater. And we had all of P-Funk, You know, we had all the Bootsy rubber band. We had all the horny horns. We had all the crew. I mean, everybody on this one bus. And it was like, it reminded me of the Cars. It was the same thing. Everybody piled in there, because everywhere we went, we took the party with us. You know, so all the girls, everybody, I mean, the groupies, I mean, everybody was on that bus, you know, and each night it would be somebody totally different, because it'd be a new party, you know. So those were the seriously good, groovy days, because that's when everybody liked each other. They liked to be with each other, you know, and, you know, no rules, you know, it was like, you know, and plus, you know, we wasn't worried about paying bills, you know, we wasn't worried about paying nobody and all that, you know. It was really a good time. I don't even think that we thought, well, I didn't even think of ourselves as a writing team at that at that point. You know, it was just, this is something that we do, we rehearse, you know. I think I bought the part of just rehearsing with the band over and over and over, because I got that from the James Brown thing. But Bernie bought the part of being able to take whatever the track solidly was, take it somewhere, you know, and paint another picture, color it. And then George would take vocally and then color that, you know, and it's like, wow, this whole pyramid thing, wow, gee, this is incredible, you know. So it wasn't just a like okay, a formula song. It was like the song can turn out to be any and everything, you know, because then you had Eddie, you know, Eddie Hazel, you know, with the guitar thing, I mean, which would take it, I mean, rock like, I mean, you know. So you had all of this different, these different elements that just was unstoppable. Bernie made the RMI, I don't know if you know what that keyboard is. That was before they had the clavinet out. And Bernie was using the RMI and a wah-wah. And this was before Stevie even did the Bernie was doing that stuff with the RMI piano, you know, which had, I see, it had harpsichord, it had, I think it had 3 sounds on it. And Bernie was like, listen to Joyful Process. That's a perfect example, you know. And Bernie was using this before, you know, what I know of, anybody was using it like him, you know. So that was the start, you know. And then when the mini moves came out, I think like in, what was it? It had to be close to 77. Yeah, it had to be 76, 77, around in there. I think he was probably the first, well, if not the first, the most innovative Moog bass player mug in the world. You know, the sound that he came up with, nobody was doing that stuff, you know? Nobody was doing that, you know? And today, nobody does it like Bernie, you know? Nobody does it like that. So it's like, that's his trademark. I mean, those string ensemble things, you know, that sound, you know, what he played on it, you know. Bernie is one that would become whatever sound he touches. He becomes that sound, and he becomes that musician, you know. If he hit a sound that's like a trumpet, he becomes a trumpet player. He hits a sound that's like a string, he becomes a string section or a string soloist, you know. Whatever sound he hits, he becomes that person.